What's happening, guys? Mike from Metacomics coming at you with a video to talk about the whole DC decision to move Batman v Superman up to March, away from the May release date that they had gone with for a while, where it would have been a showdown between them and Marvel's Captain America 3 at the box office. I wanted to talk a little bit about what I thought about that decision and the flame wars that have come about as a result of that decision and how stupid it is. Before I get into all that, I just want to apologize right off the bat. I got 2 kids and I live in an apartment with thin walls. I'm in the basement and I can still hear these kids yelling and screaming and playing upstairs. So if that comes across the video, well, nothing I can do about that. Anyway, talking about this move by DC. Before I get into that, I just got to say up front that I am primarily a Marvel guy. I enjoy Marvel comics the most. That's my personal preference. I still love DC comics. I still read them and review them regularly. And I've really been getting into Batman and Batman Eternal and Superman and the Adventures of Superman. And I'm starting to dabble into like the Constantine title that I've never read before. And Green Arrow. I want to get into some Flash, but it's really hard to fit all these books in and still try to read some indie books, along with that, so I have a good mix. It's hard to keep up with all this stuff, but I'm really starting to get into a lot of the DC comics and giving them a shot. But I am a Marvel guy, and the reason for that is because Marvel creates books with a much lighter tone. There's more comedy. It's just a little bit lighter in nature, and for me, that is what I want, because I work as a political analyst and journalist. So, for me, I deal with dark, dreary, bad news all day long. I get a first-hand glimpse at the stupidity of mankind on a daily basis. So what I really want is something to give me a little vacation away from the craziness. I get that from Marvel. Now, again, I do enjoy the darker toned books from DC. In fact, most of the time I gravitate a little bit towards the darker side, especially when I've had an extended break from work and it's not so heavy on my mind. But I need a break from all that stuff, and Marvel books provide that for me. So for me, it's just a natural thing. Daggone thing keeps falling in front of the camera there. Well, screw it. Now, as a Marvel fan, there was a point in my life very recently where I was stupid and caused a lot of flame wars, where I would, post up articles and things just to try to piss off DC fans and to trash on DC stuff. And it was really immature and stupid, and I shouldn't have done that. I did it just to get views and attention, and it was just dumb and pathetic. I wanted people to read my work, and I thought I was being witty and funny, and so it was stupid. I got called out on it, and I gave it some thought. I'm like, yeah, really I do like DC. I like Batman Returns, or not Batman Returns. I do like that movie. The Dark Knight Returns and those classic works there. And I also love the movies with the Dark Knight trilogy, Man of Steel. I thought those were good movies. So I do enjoy them, but I enjoy them differently than what I do Marvel. Now, given that I thought about that, it's wrong of me to sit here and talk crap about DC or DC fans and all this other stuff. And, so I kind of have grown up that, that's just not cool, man. I can like both. There's nothing wrong with liking both. I think everybody has a proclivity toward one or the other, depending on style. But, yeah, I just think it's stupid to get at each other's throats as comic book fans over which company's the best. Who cares? They both produce good books, but they're different styles and different tastes. There's something for everybody in the world of comics. So that's what's great about having Marvel and DC be completely different from each other. They create things that relate to different groups of people, and that's the way it should be. And I don't think that should change. I like that. Just like indie books have a totally different feel than Marvel and DC. It's great. It's fine. Go with it, I was thinking about how everybody keeps saying on the internet, like, oh, Captain America won. DC gave in. Captain America won. That's retarded. I mean, really? No. You're going to start fights just because DC moved. DC made a smart business decision. It doesn't matter if the movie's bad or good. Okay, we know that this what I'm about to say right here is the truth, because look at the success of Transformers 4 and what's soon to be the Ninja Turtles, which comes out tomorrow, Friday. I may have this up after Friday. I don't know, but these movies are going to be successful. They're going to make a crap ton of money. All right, and it's a safe bet. I've seen Transformers. It's not that good at all. And I'm sure the Turtles isn't going to be that great either. But they're going to make a ton of bank. End of story. So just because a movie makes a lot of money doesn't mean that it's a good movie. But studios want to maximize the amount of money they can possibly make off a movie, whether it's good or bad. So DC made the right decision. They moved the movie away from Captain America 3 so that they could make more money. It doesn't mean the movie's going to be good. It doesn't mean it's going to be bad. We don't know. I mean, there's little pieces of evidence that lead me to think that I'm not so sure it's going to be good, but I ain't sold that it's going to be bad either. I think when a trailer featuring actual footage from the movie gets released, I think that will expel a lot of rumors. There's so many rumors about Batman versus Superman. You don't know what's true and what isn't. So I don't have a clue what they're actually up to with this movie. And I've come to realize that I can't pass a judgment until I see at least a trailer. And not even pass a judgment, but kind of get an idea of what this might be like when the full movie comes out. I can't do anything until I see a trailer and then give a final judgment until I see the movie. As of right now, I'm not super excited. I was a lot more excited when I got to see pictures of Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne. I was more excited to see him as Bruce Wayne than Batman, because the picture of Batman just, I don't know, it wasn't a very good picture. So I was really excited to see that, and I thought he really looks the part. I think he's going to do great. And I think that Gal Gadot is going to be a great Wonder Woman. I was totally against her for a while. I had to do some news stories on her for work, and I got to see different facets of her personality through the research I had to do. I really like her. I think she's got the right kind of personality to play Wonder Woman, and I think she will do a fantastic job. She doesn't necessarily have the bulkiness, of what I was expecting Wonder Woman to look like, but, she's got the personality, and she'll probably do a great job. That's all that matters. So yeah, I think it's stupid to say that Captain America 3 won, or they were afraid of Captain America. No, I don't think they were. I think they were afraid of losing money, not because the movie was bad or good, or because Cap was better or anything, just because you've got two movies that are huge in scope coming out at the same time. Well, people aren't going to go watch both in one weekend. I mean, some people will, but the majority won't. They'll pick one or the other, and both of these movies would lose money. It's just good business, yo. It's good freaking business. So my thoughts are DC made a good decision. I think that is a great way to go about it. I still have my reservations about Batman versus Superman, but I'm starting to have a lot more confidence in it as they keep releasing information. And I'm pretty sure that I'll be really excited for this once I see an actual trailer. And there's so many rumors going on about what the story's going to be about that I have no idea. And so instead of letting that stuff kind of like unnerve me and think, oh, well, this movie's going to be terrible, look at this, we don't know what's true and what isn't. So until we see the trailer that gives us a little bit of a glimpse into the story, I'm going to assume that this movie is at least going to be decent. It's got to be as good as Man of Steel. I mean, it can't be any worse than that, not with this premise of Batman and Superman being together in the same movie. I just highly doubt that. So it's going to be good. I'm sure it's going to be good. But whether it's going to be as epic as everybody thinks, who knows? We'll just have to wait to see. It may be even bigger than what people are thinking. But that's my thoughts on that. And I just think it's stupid for comic book fans to be fighting over this. This is a win for us. I mean, look at this. DC, changed this date, and then they announced release dates for 9 other movies that they're planning to release over the next few years. That's freaking awesome. That's more comic book movies for us to enjoy. And who knows what characters they're going to explore. I mean, obviously this can't all be Justice League, Batman, Superman stuff. They're obviously going to start throwing in other characters, which is finally, something other than the big two, Superman and Batman. And hopefully they'll give other franchises like the Green Lantern another shot, this time do it right, and not just let everything be about Batman and Superman. That's a mistake that I think Warner Brothers, not DC, but Warner Brothers, has made in the past with the franchises that they have. So hopefully they'll explore those other characters and give us some other cool stuff like what Marvel's doing. I mean, Marvel's taken some really big chances, and there's no reason why, with the right directors and writers, that DC can't take those same chances and be similarly successful. So I think really, we're the ones who get the benefit from this competition. If Marvel and DC start getting into a position where they compete with each other more, they are going to be trying a whole heck of a lot harder to put out better movies, which at this point, that's going to seem insane with how good stuff is already that's coming out. How much better is it going to get now because of this competition? Like, they're going to be trying to outdo each other, and that's going to just be good for us, the consumer. So I'm all for it. I hope they do well. Don't start attacking people because they don't like the same comics as you. That's just stupid. That's just stupid and childish crap. So I just want to weigh in on that, talk about that, and that's all I got. So make sure you check out my channel with the other comic reviews that I got going on, and I'm working on putting together podcasts. I did one solo episode, but I'd like to do one with some people that I'm talking to about co-hosting with me and that kind of stuff. So that's all I got, guys. Take it easy.